listening to Her Profit Era, the podcast for founders who want a business that actually works. A business that's profitable, predictable, and pays them well. I'm Cindy Kumar, a CPA, a fractional CFO from Abbotsford, BC, Canada. I'm the person founders call when they're tired of high revenue months with no money left over. I started this podcast because too many founders were chasing sales while their margins, cash flow, and bank accounts told a completely different story. I believe profit and money in the bank is the standard, not a bonus, and that every founder deserves clarity around their numbers. Each week, you'll get real financial strategy you can actually use and honest conversations with founders and industry experts about what it really takes to build a business that lasts. Today's episode is probably the most important one I have ever recorded because it's the truth, not the Instagram, not the social media truth, but the real truth. I'm talking about what I'm focusing on in 2026 and what I'm absolutely done doing. 2026 is my builder year, not my performing year. Now, let's start with this. Everyone thinks the speaking opportunities, the panels, the events, the lights, the travel, it all looks so glamorous. But what people don't see is like the full production behind the scenes. You're dehydrated because you're running around all day. You haven't had time to eat. You're sitting in hair and makeup for hours. You're performing for cameras while people expect you to be on the entire time. You hire a video person, a photo person, a content creator. You have to plan out your outfits, you coordinate your shoots. Like it just becomes a full production. You're mentally rehearsing while trying to not have a full nervous system crash. It's a lot. It takes energy, time, and money. And people just don't see that aspect. And performing takes a different part of your brain than building. And while you're doing all these speaking events, you still have everything you need to do for your business that still needs to get done. I realized this year that being on stage might get you attention, but it doesn't build an asset. Now, in 2024 and 2025, I spoke everywhere for Rich Girl Cult in Orlando, New York, the American Lash Association, Women's Tattoo Collective, Big Brand Energy. I've hosted virtual webinars, done workshops, and I'm grateful, really truly, for the people I've connected with and the opportunities that came up. But here's the part no one says publicly. I don't want my business model to depend on being the girl who speaks on other people's stages. Because the truth, do you know anyone on Forbes, a millionaire or a billionaire who made their money from speaking on other people's stages? Do you know any millionaire or billionaire who built their wealth from drop shipping, selling trending programs, or jumping from one trend to the next? No, you haven't, right? Because real wealth comes from building and focusing on one thing and becoming really good at it. Now, look at Raising Cane's. People think it's just a chicken strip place. But do you know the story of Todd Graves, the founder? He was told his idea would fail. The bank rejected him. His professor gave him the lowest grade in his class because he was told his business idea would never work. So Todd, he worked at a refinery and then commercial fishing in Alaska to save money for his business idea. He came back, built one menu item, one concept, one drive-through, one system. And today, Raising Cane's is a multi-billion-dollar brand, all from one thing: chicken strips. That's what people don't understand. Your money doesn't come from doing everything. It doesn't come from following the online noise of jumping from writing a book, being on stage, providing so many different offers to your clients. Your money comes from doing one thing really good. And in 2026, that's the lane I'm staying in. I'm building my advisory practice, my podcast, Her Profit Era, my frameworks, my founder network. Like, I just want to build my own assets. So here's what I'm done with in 2026. I'm done with conferences. I'm done with panels. I'm done with retreats, coaching programs, spending 5 figures to be in rooms that don't match my brain, performing for strangers on the internet, building someone else's audience, their assets instead of my own. Not because I'm bitter, but I'm clear on my intentions and how I want to structure my business for the long run. I've outgrown the rooms that I was in, the rooms I want to be in now. Founders who have built and exited companies, people who have built 100 million plus brands, millionaires, billionaires, operators, not influencers, not coaches. I want to be in conversations about margins, systems, team, operations, scale, not scripts, not reels, and funnels. So this year, I'm focusing on building my assets, not someone else's. I'm focusing on my advisory firm, my podcast, Her Profit Era, building up my media arm, building up my advisory practice team, my content engine, my frameworks, my network in the real founder world, my long-term brand, not short-term visibility. And this is a year I build something that lasts, not something that trends or jumping from one idea to the next. For so long, I thought I needed to burn down my tax and advisory practice. But the reality was, I was just working with the wrong type of clients. And now I have clarity on what I'm trying to build, the type of people I'm working with, and everything outside of that is just no. So if you're listening and you feel lost in the noise like I was in 2025, here's what I want you to do. Now, write this down. Step 1, ask yourself, what is the one thing I want to be known for in 10 years? Not next month, not next quarter, 10 years. If the answer isn't instant and it's not coming to you, that's your work. Because we're so short-term minded, we're just thinking about the next month, the next 3 months, next 6 months. But what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want to be known as? Now, step 2, do an audit. Ask yourself, where am I building someone else's business, their assets, instead of my own? Are you speaking on other people's stages? Are you posting for clout? Are you creating content for other people's platforms? Are you buying programs instead of building your own frameworks? Really write it down. And there's no shame in this. The part of the audit is just getting awareness on what you're currently doing that isn't aligned with the future of your business. Now, step 3, commit. One decision, one direction, one lane. Your money will come from depth, not distraction. Building, not performing. Staying in your lane, not 12 lanes at once, copying what someone else is doing. Now, 2026 is the year I build like a founder, not perform like a creator. I'm really setting my boundaries, saying no to everything. It's the year I focus on my work, my brain, my asset, and my connections. I'm not doing everything anymore. I'm not working with everybody. I'm doing what actually builds wealth and what I want to be known for. So if you're ready to step into your builder era, you're in the right place. So that's it for today's episode. If you found it helpful, share it with a friend who also needs to hear it, and I'll see you next time. If you're a founder who wants real strategy, not noise, and you want someone in your corner helping you build a business that feels aligned, is profitable, and actually supports your life, you can apply for CFO on Call. This is my one-on-one financial partnership for established founders, typically making between $500K to $2 million, who want clarity, who want structure and confidence with their numbers. The link is in the show notes so you can schedule a profit strategy call, or you can DM me CFO on Instagram at @CindyKamar and I'll send